In 2026, Japan has once again surprised global defense analysts and automotive enthusiasts alike with the unveiling of a hybrid technology platform that merges high-performance military systems with next-generation automotive engineering. In today's deep dive, we'll explore the latest update on Japan's modular missile launcher system and how it's influencing, or even integrating with, futuristic vehicle technologies both for defense and civilian use. Earlier this year, Japan's Ministry of Defense, in partnership with Mitsubishi Heavy Industries and a new automotive defense R&D startup called Kansai Mobility Systems, showcased a revolutionary modular missile launcher platform. This isn't just another ground-based launcher. This one has been engineered for speed, stealth, and surprising adaptability. Unlike traditional missile systems mounted on static or slow-moving trucks, this one is designed to be mounted on fast, modular electric platforms, making it highly mobile and nearly impossible to track using conventional satellite methods. The missile platform, called the Hayabusa X, features a dual-rail launcher system with vertical and oblique launch configurations, capable of firing a wide range of interceptors from short-range anti-drone munitions to long-range hypersonic air defense missiles. What's most shocking, however, is that this system is not just deployed in the usual armored trucks or fixed bases. It's now compatible with automotive-grade electric chassis that are being co-developed with some of Japan's leading car manufacturers. This is where things get even more interesting. According to leaked footage and insider documents, Kansai Mobility Systems has been working closely with Toyota's advanced R&D division to adapt their autonomous platform vehicles to military use. This means some of the core technology used in Toyota's urban mobility vehicles such as modular chassis, AI-driven navigation, and energy-dense battery systems is now being adapted for military vehicles capable of high-speed relocation, automatic terrain adaptation, and cloaking-level radar signature reduction. The Hayabusa X launcher module can be mounted onto what looks like an upgraded version of the Toyota e-Pallet platform previously used for urban passenger and cargo transport. But with military upgrades, this platform now features titanium carbon frame reinforcements, adaptive armor plating, a low-profile radar deflective body design, and its own self-contained AI guidance suite. The goal is simple: allow the vehicle to relocate, engage, and withdraw without human input, ideal for both defensive and offensive scenarios, in unpredictable terrains like island chains, urban zones, or mountainous areas. Engineers behind the project have emphasized that the vehicle operates with tactical autonomy. That means it doesn't need constant human intervention to perform maneuvers like flanking, hiding, or repositioning for a better launch angle. Instead, it uses real-time data from both satellite feeds and battlefield drones to position itself. It's basically a robotic missile truck with a brain, and it moves like a sports car. In fact, performance specs leaked in a recent joint conference suggest the modified e-Pallet combat platform can go from 0 to 60 km per hour in under 4.5 seconds, which is almost unheard of for military vehicles. Its off-road capabilities are equally impressive, featuring 6-wheel independent suspension with gyro stabilization, allowing it to operate at high speed across sand, mud, and even shallow water. This breakthrough has caused ripples beyond just the defense industry. Japanese car manufacturers are now exploring how military-grade modularity and survivability systems can influence future car designs, especially in terms of emergency response, disaster zones, and autonomous logistics. Nissan and Honda are reportedly developing their own versions of modular platforms that borrow from this technology. Think of electric trucks or vans capable of self-driving into collapsed areas during earthquakes, launching supply drones, or acting as mobile command centers, all using a base system derived from military missile launcher platforms. One of the key innovations making this possible is the Q-Hydra microgrid power cell, originally designed to power high-intensity radar systems and missile ignition systems. This power cell is now being adapted for commercial use, offering cars a rapid charge capability, moving from 0 to 80% battery in under 3 minutes. It also provides surge power for emergency systems, meaning even a civilian car could, in theory, power a mobile hospital unit or act as a local energy source in disaster areas. And there's another layer, the AI interface, known internally as Shinobi Core, built for autonomous combat decision-making, is now being stripped down and retooled into consumer AI copilots. Unlike current-gen smart assistants, the Shinobi Core has been trained on battlefield conditions, meaning it can process unexpected situations more effectively than standard consumer-grade navigation or safety systems. Imagine this: you're driving through heavy fog on a winding mountain road. A rock slide occurs ahead. The Shinobi AI doesn't just brake, it calculates alternate paths, compares energy costs, reroutes the suspension setup in milliseconds, and communicates with other vehicles nearby to coordinate mutual safety. All of this is derived from technology originally built to move a self-driving missile launcher to avoid satellite-guided bombs. Japanese government officials have confirmed that while the Hayabusa X remains a classified combat system, certain non-lethal elements like the AI core, power systems, and chassis flexibility will make their way into civilian markets by late 2027. Already, Japanese cities like Sapporo and Nagoya are piloting semi-autonomous emergency response vehicles equipped with modified versions of the Hayabusa drive system, minus the missile payloads, of course. There's also been international interest. South Korea and Australia have reportedly entered talks with Kansai Mobility Systems for joint development, while the US Defense Department is observing the project closely. Industry insiders suggest that this collaboration might lead to a shared framework for future NATO-compatible autonomous defense vehicles. Critics have raised concerns about the ethical lines between military and civilian technologies blurring too quickly. Privacy advocates are already questioning the idea of widespread AI in consumer vehicles that originated in defense networks. But proponents argue that this dual-use philosophy could save lives, especially in countries like Japan where natural disasters and shifting demographics are placing more strain on emergency infrastructure. There's also the undeniable tech prestige at play. With China, South Korea, and the US advancing their own autonomous defense platforms, Japan's decision to use its world-class automotive industry as a foundation gives it a unique edge not just in combat scenarios but in defining the next generation of civilian mobility. And while missile launchers mounted on electric cars might sound like something out of anime, the reality is far more grounded. The 2026 Hayabusa X system demonstrates how far Japan has come in merging two of its strongest industries, defense and automotive engineering, into a singular platform that could very well define the next decade of both global security and urban mobility. As we wrap up, it's worth reflecting on the broader implications. Will the cars of the future be more than just transportation tools? Could they serve as autonomous responders, infrastructure repair bots, mobile command centers, or even peacekeepers? The line between car and robot, civilian and military, is fading. What remains is innovation, and Japan seems determined to stay several steps ahead. Thanks for tuning in to this breakdown of Japan's latest military mobility hybrid tech. If you're fascinated by the convergence of defense innovation and future vehicles, stay with us for more deep dives like this one. We'll continue tracking developments in the Hayabusa X system, as well as how it shapes the future of not just war, but everyday life.